Long before the arena knew the quake of his landing, he was simply Marek Blackstone, son of a blacksmith and a mother whose name is lost to time. Born in the windswept borderlands between the kingdom and the wilds, Marek's childhood was a mix of iron and silence. His father's forge burned day and night, but it was the woods beyond their cottage that raised him, thick, dark, and whispering old secrets when the wind blew just right. Marek was a giant even as a boy. By 10, he was swinging an iron hammer half his size, helping his father mend blades for passing nights. By 12, he could leap from the roof of the forge and land barefoot on the cold earth without flinching. He loved the feeling, the rush of air, the tremor when his feet struck ground, the tiny quake under his toes. But the kingdom had no place for dreamers or monsters. When Marek turned 15, raiders from the wilds swept through the village. His father was cut down defending the forge. Marek fought too, wielding his hammer with a rage that stunned even hardened bandits. They fled into the night, whispering about a boy who cracked the earth with his boots. The Lord of Iron Hill heard of this earthbreaker boy and sent for him. Promised gold, bread, and a new family in the royal guard, Marek left the village's ashes behind. The king's trainers forged him into a living battering ram, a warrior who never flinched, who fought on foot yet struck with the force of a siege weapon. He wore heavier armor than any knight before him, yet moved like a shadow. But the more battles he won, the darker his legend grew. Whispers spread among his comrades. When Marek jumped, the ground cracked like thin ice. When he landed, whole ranks were scattered like leaves. Some called him a hero, but more called him a monster, a man who fed on the chaos of war. During the siege of Ashvale, Marek's battalion was ordered to hold the line at all costs. They were outnumbered, surrounded, left to die while the nobles retreated to safer walls. Betrayed and bleeding, Marek gathered the last of his men for a final charge. He leapt from the fortress ramparts, hammer first, crushing the enemy's vanguard in a single quake that split the ground and sent both armies fleeing. When the dust settled, no trace of Marek remained. Some say he was buried under stone and bone. Others claim the dark forest swallowed him whole when he crawled away from the battlefield, half mad with pain and rage. But legends do not stay buried. Travelers spoke of tremors at the forest's edge, of a giant in twisted iron armor who stalked the night. Rumors said he was changed, forged anew by the forest's dark magic, the spirits of old warriors, and the restless earth beneath. He crafted new armor from black iron and obsidian plates, heavy enough to crush a horse, but for him it felt weightless. He reforged his hammer, larger than before, a slab of spiked iron on a handle thick as a tree trunk. When he emerged, the royal scribes recorded him simply as Mega Knight, a name meant to mask what he truly was, a force of nature bound in iron. He no longer took orders. He answered only the call of battle, summoned by the arena's ancient magic, drawn to the thunder of clash after clash, forever feeding the tremor in his soul that only the impact of a landing could soothe. Some say when he leaps, he remembers that last betrayal, the commander who left him behind, the soldiers who fled while he fought alone. Every smash of his hammer is a vow never to kneel to kings again. Others whisper that inside that massive helmet, Marek still dreams of his father's forge, of a quiet life that could have been. But when the trumpets sound and the arena's gates open, he shakes off those dreams. The Mega Knight is not a man anymore. He is the quake, the fall, the unstoppable crash that reminds every prince, bandit, and barbarian that the earth itself can be your enemy. So next time you drop him in a battle, and he lands with that bone-rattling boom, know that you're not summoning just a card. You're unleashing a legend born of betrayal, rage, and a hunger for a fight that can never end.